Yo, family, what's going on, everybody? Jimbo here, bringing you guys another coin making method. This is going to be a video where I kind of talk about two separate things that you can do the same thing with, right? So the first thing, before I even show you guys this set, I'm going to be kind of talking about the filters that I use. As you guys can tell, I only have 43,000 coins right now. The reason for that is, if you guys go back to my last video earlier on, I guess later last week, it was whenever the 50s dropped and then the legends dropped the next day, the market crashed completely. And it's still very low now that all of this content is in the game. And so I ended up spending a ridiculous amount of coins over the weekend, like an absurd amount. It wasn't something that, you know, I have a total of, because I didn't have all of the coins to begin with. I had 750k on Thursday, bought a ton of different stuff with that. And then Friday came around, I sold off some more things, made some more upgrades, and then Saturday I just went completely ham. There's a point where I had like 20,000 trading. So I've spent a lot of coins the last weekend, and I hope you guys did too, man, because it was definitely the start of Series 2 was one of the most perfect times that you guys could have invested into cards, invested into your lineup, even invested into packs, man. Packs were super duper juiced, and I know a lot of people were even just ripping packs with coins and making profit that way as well. So the weekend was nuts. But in saying that, I thought I would come on, and since I do have such a low coin count right now, I thought I would come on here and show you guys kind of what I'm going to be doing to get my coin count back up. Now, obviously this is Monday. Obviously we have the weekend league rewards that come out tomorrow, right? So right off the bat, you know, coins are really easy to get in this game, right? Whether you do solos, if you play weekend league and get a good amount of wins, like, you're going to be making coins in this game just by playing it, right? That's what I always say, right? You either need time or you need money in this game. A little boost that I'm going to be doing, just to kind of help my coin count out. You know, you can never have too many coins, right? And so since I've kind of told you guys about a few sniping filters a few videos ago now, it's probably my best Madden video analytical wise. You guys absolutely smashed that video, and I thought I would come on here and kind of go over some low coin sniping filters, especially since the market is really low. These are going to be filters that I will be using for the next few days until I get my coin count back up with weekend league rewards and just grinding head to head and stuff like that. And these are also really good filters because of the second part that I'm going to be doing in this video. So if you guys are just looking to snipe cards and you kind of just want to sit here and make a profit that way, just, you know, buy a card, relist it, etc. One of the best things, I think I talked about this filter in my other sniping video, but corners 80 to 81 is still a really solid filter. The reason why this is so good is right off the bat, you have an influx of players, right? Influx of different players and different programs, right? You have core elites, you have the ultimate kickoffs, you'll have legends. I know Rod Woodson, right? Rod Woodson's right there as well. And then you also have the 50s cards. Now, this is huge because even if you didn't want to just snipe these cards, right? Like, I'm probably just going to be sitting here refreshing this filter, and you guys can definitely, you know, snipe cards, relist. But this is a really good filter due to the fact that you can also do the 50 sets out of this now, right? Same with I guess we'll get to the second filter in a second. It's really similar to this one, but Namdis are getting put up because you're in the 80-81 filter for corner, right? So you can sit here and refresh and you can buy cards and relist them, or if you see a Namdi pop up for 15-16k, you can snipe him, put him in one of the 50 set, and that also helps you grind your way to, you know, a Namdi or a B-Doc or a Reggie Bush, right? So you're kind of knocking out two. I'm gonna buy this right now. Let's see if I get it. Nope, I didn't get that. I was a little slow on it, but that's the perfect example of you just knocking out two birds with one stone. I can sit here, I could have sniped that Namdi for 18k, and I could have either sold him for 21, 22, 23k, and you're making a couple grand off of him right there, or I could also hold on to him, throw him in one of the 50 set like a B-Doc or a Reggie Bush or Namdi, right, etc., etc. So I think that's what I really like about these this filter the most is, like I said, you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You can either just relist the cards, make a couple grand profit each card, or you can kind of play the long game, grind the 50s sets, and of course get you a 50s player. And I'm pretty sure, I know it was when the 50s first came out. I know throughout the weekend the 50s set were really profitable. I think I'm gonna have another video out later this week kind of talking about those, but earlier on in the week, man, I guess late last week, the 50s were super duper profitable because the core 91s themselves and the power-ups were both going for ridiculous prices. I ended up going out and buying Calico for like 450k base card, and then I think his power-up was also 450 to 500k as well. Prices have probably dropped a little just because of the amount of content being put in the game. People were pulling packs, but still, man, I am a very firm believer that the sets for the 50s are probably the way to go. Don't quote me on that. I'm probably, like I said, gonna do some math and kind of figure it out, see how profitable something like that is, and then I don't be surprised if I drop a video on the 50s later this week. All right, so if you get tired of looking at the corners, man, the 80 to 81s, don't be afraid to switch it up to wide receivers. It's very similar to the corners. You just have a whole lot of you know, different programs, different cards in here. You have the Calico that you can snipe and help you know, build that set out a little bit. You have the ultimate kickoff still. You have the core elites. Overall, the 80 to 81s, wide receivers and corners are both really good filters, especially whenever you don't have a whole lot of coins. It's just constantly getting updated with Jerry Rice's, Brandon Cooks. You know, there's just a ton of players that you guys can snipe and make a lot of coins off of. Now, I kind of showed it a little bit on the like at the very beginning of this video. But the second part to this video is, while you guys are sniping these cards for, you know, especially 80, 81s, like if you're sniping these cards for 6, 7k, what you can actually do with these is, let me go back to the corners real quick, just because they're a little bit cheaper. So as you can see, like these core elites are going for like 85, 88. They're going for like right around 9k. And then the 81s are going for like 9, 10-ish. What you can do is you can snipe these guys for, I don't know, 6, 7k, and you could relist them. Or what else you could do is, I'm going to show you guys another filter. It's going to be like the 82, 83s. And then really wide receivers, 82, 83s have a really good one. I know halfbacks have a really good filter, 82, 83s as well. All right, wide receivers aren't all that hot, actually. I know running backs have a really good, pretty good one as well. Running backs has a whole lot of variety. You got legends and you got cores. Halfbacks are really good for 82, 83s. I think quarterbacks are really, they're decent. It's also really early on in the day here. It's not even noon yet. So a lot of these filters that I'm showing you guys now are only going to get better when people are actually on the game, listing stuff and buying stuff and doing stuff like that on the auction block. It's a little rough whenever you're making this video so early on in the morning. But yeah, there's a few really good 82, 83s if you just sort by positions. I know middle linebackers usually a pretty good one whenever it's prime time as well. You guys just don't be afraid to test out your own filters, man. Don't feel like you have to watch this video and use my exact filters. But I bring up the 82, 83s because, as you can tell, they're pretty cheap as well. We can go buy now price, and they're also like 11, 12k. Let's just hit all real quick. Yeah, so they're going for like 11, 12k. You can filter it down, obviously. But why this is also so important is, let's say you snipe 480 to 81s for like 6, 7k, right? That's like 24k, right? So let's say we go on the lower end. Let's say you play it a little bit longer, right? No, actually, let's say you snipe, let's say you get 4 cards, 6 to 7k a pop when it comes to 80 to 81s, right? That'll make it in between the range of 24 to 28,000 coins altogether, right? You're spending 24 to 28,000 coins altogether on 480 to 81 overalls, right? If you come to 82s and you snipe just one, or sorry, not 82s, 83s. Let's just say you go to 82, 83s and you snipe one 83 card and see how much they're going for real quick. They're going for like 15k, 14k. Let's say you snipe one of those cards for like 12, 13, right? All you need is one 83 card for 12 to 13. Right there, let's say that you got all of the 80 to 81s for 7k. We'll even take the higher number. 7k times 4 is 28. All you need is 183 overall card. Let's say you get them for 12. That puts you at 40,000 coins altogether, right? For those 5 cards. Now, what you can do with those 5 cards, if you didn't want to relist them and make a quick profit that way, what you guys could also do is come to the sets. This was also a big time coin making method last series. And since they updated this, it's still really good for this series as well. You're going to go into the team affinity and then the team builders, right? They just dropped these 86 overall team builders. Some of these are going for like 50, 60K, right? So this is what you need, right? You need the 480 overalls that you're getting for, you know, around 7K. There's some leeway there too. And then you just need that 183 overall. Let's say you can get that 83 overall for 12K. That's 40,000 coins for this one set. Now that's really good because if we go back to the auction block, you guys will see at team builders, there's some profit to be made there. So we're going to sort by program. We're going to go with team builders. And then we're going to be looking at the 86 overalls. Make sure you guys are doing the 86 overalls and not the 84s. We click on the 86 to 87 filter and boom, right there, the lowest on the market is 48,000 coins at the moment, right? So if you get those 5 cards for 40K, including the tax on EA, at minimum, you're making 4,000 coins of profit, right? So in theory, you could just do that over and over and over and over and over and over again and get 4,000 coins every time you complete the set. But that is the, of course, that's the minimum, right? Some of these cards are going for 51, 55. There was a Sony Michel. I think Sony Michel's kind of up there as well. I haven't even seen him yet. We're getting into the 56, 57s. There are cards up going, Bud Dupree's going for 57, 56. Where is, I haven't even seen a Sony Michel yet. We're up into 60. CD Lamb's going for 60K. There's a lot of profit to be made in these sets. Look, there's a Sony Michel for 61,000, Tart 62. There is just plenty of coins to be made by doing the Team Builder Series 2 set. You guys are just gonna need a little bit of patience, and honestly, you'll be making money in no time. So yeah, guys, I really just wanted to come on here and kind of show you guys that, you know, things that I'll be doing to regain my coin count and get it back to where it used to be. Definitely just be sniping lower overall cards and relisting them, and I'll probably finish out a few of these sets as well. Maybe just take some of those low overalls that I'm sniping, throw them in a Team Builder Series 2 set, and go ahead and put that card up on the auction block. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know if you guys try this out. Let me know down in the comments how it works out for you guys. This is definitely gonna be, like I said, something that I try out just to try to get my coins back to where it was a pre-series 2. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. If you like this video, if these methods are gonna help you out at all, if you learned something today, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot to me. Comment down below what you guys think of this, if it helps you out, like I said earlier. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna go get out of here. Appreciate y'all, and as always, God first, God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.